E.N.D here. Innistrad Midnight Hunt is finally spoiled and ready for the full release. September 16th release date for Magic Arena and Magic Online, September 17th tabletop pre-release, and September 24th the official release. This is the 5th time that we will visit Innistrad, the Gothic-inspired fan favorite plane, and will not be the last time, as after Midnight Hunt will stay on Innistrad thanks to Innistrad Crimson Vow, which will be released approximately 2 months after. Innistrad Midnight Hunt goes back to the original 2011 horror theme, no Eldrazi this time, where monsters from classic horror films are menacing humanity. Most importantly, the set will concentrate on the werewolves, whom, thanks to the Eternal Night, a night that may never end, are ravaging the human population. But is it worth it to buy Innistrad Midnight Hunt? As per my previous Is It Worth It videos, to evaluate the worthiness of a set, I will take into consideration and discuss 3 important factors: price, print run, and content value. Let's start with the price. Innistrad Midnight Hunt will come into 5 different sealed products: draft booster box, set booster box, collector booster box, a bundle, and a pre-release kit. In terms of pricing, here we are talking about a standard release set, therefore I'm not predicting any price fluctuation from the previous standard release sets. Draft booster box $110, set booster box $120, collector booster box $230, the bundle $35, and the pre-release kits are sold at around $25. As you can see, normal prices for seed products. Just be extremely cautious with certain high prices, especially for draft booster boxes. Because of the allocation, draft booster boxes tend to become scarce during the first couple of weeks, and therefore prices will go up. My advice: don't buy at very high prices, just wait for the allocation to end and you'll save some money. Print run. Innistrad Midnight Hunt is a standard release set, therefore don't expect a lower print run, especially when compared with the latest releases, Dungeons & Dragons, Strixhaven, and Kaldheim. Print run of the set will be high, no doubt about it, but not unlimited. As you have noticed, print run of Magic the Gathering sets are becoming relatively fixed. Wizard of the Coast order a certain amount of printed products and release them in waves, but once these are fully sold out, there is no way to go back and reprint again the same set. And this is more evident in collector booster boxes, which supply is tighter. With all the products that will be released in 2022, reprinting a previous set will be a logistic nightmare and frankly more expensive. Content value. A small note here, the prices quoted are pre-release prices, therefore be cautious, as after the pre-release, prices of singles tend to drop. In terms of content value, apart from the Innistrad plane and especially the original horror theme, which in my opinion adds some value, the most interesting and valuable cards are the Planeswalkers. Wrenn and 7, Arlen the Peck's Hope, and the Fairy that Slows the Sunset, averaging between $20 to $25. The most expensive one out of the 3 is Wrenn and 7, approximately $30, but I would keep an eye on the new Teferi, which I consider the most powerful out of the 3. 5 particular mythic cards called Adversary, 1 for each color. These particular creatures have an ability to pump them up as they enter the battlefield. They can be casted at an early stage of the game without the pump ability, and they are already powerful, or later in the game pumped up. Value around $10 each. 3 mythic cards averaging a value of around $15, and honestly they are quite powerful. Moonveil Regent, a 4-drop dragon that can replace cards in your hand. The Meathook Massacre, a legendary enchantment which can make opponents lose life and you gain life, plus it can be casted as a board wipe. Lear, Disciple of the Drowned, can flashback an instant or sorcery card, but unfortunately spells cannot be countered. In the rare slot, Tovolar Dire Overlord, that much needed commander werewolf. Augur of Autumn, the Innistrad version of Azusa Lost but Seeking. Liza Forgotten Archangel, the replacement of our beloved Avacyn. Fateful Absence, a one-of-a-kind white removal spell, and you only need 2 mana. Gisa Glorious Resurrector can bring back in decay form creatures an opponent controlled that died. Last but not least, the Land Cycle, the 5 ally slow lands. Enters the battlefield unless you control 2 or more lands, have an average value of around $5 each. Honestly, not an excited land cycle like the Shock lands, Pathways or Triumphs, but I believe after the rotation these lands will be more sought after. My verdict: is it worth it to buy Innistrad Midnight Hunt? I'm going to split my verdict into 3 sub-verdicts. Let's start with mass box opening, or better known as flipping single cards. Worth it? 60%. Unfortunately, nowadays with the high prices of sealed booster boxes, especially collector booster boxes, and the price increase in postage fees, mass box opening is becoming less profitable than ever. My recommendation here, if you can buy your boxes at a very relatively cheaper price, I would go for it. Otherwise, at $110 for a draft booster box, I wouldn't dare touch one box. Too much of work for a miserable return. Draft and play, worth it 110%. The first Innistrad block is considered as the best block to draft. The gothic horror theme of Innistrad has hooked players for years. On the contrary, Shadows over Innistrad and Eldritch Moon, which even though they are based on Innistrad, their theme diverted drastically towards the Eldrazi. Innistrad Midnight Hunt goes back to the original rules and therefore it offers a very similar experience, and that's why this is the perfect set to draft, play and have fun with your friends. Collecting and investing, worth it 75%. Investing in newly released products is always risky. Nowadays, too much of supply, too much of reprints. Unfortunately, we are seeing recently released cards reprinted in additional product, like Fabled Presage, reprinted in Corset 2021 and as a promo, and the Teros Titans reprinted in Secret Lair drops. Keeping in mind all this, and considering that Innistrad, as stated multiple times, it's a fun favorite plane, collecting and investing in Innistrad Midnight Hunt is worth it. Just you need to be patient. Don't pretend that your draft, set or collector booster box will double in value over a couple of months. Leave me in the comments below your opinion about this set. Are you going to buy? Are you not going to buy? Maybe you prefer vampires to werewolves. And as always, here's the subscription button. Subscribe for my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.